Hello everyone, this is Reggie Time and this is just going to be a very short live play video, basically just to allow me to advertise the last couple of days of a coaching offer that I'm running. The offer is definitely the most generous offer I've ever ran. The reasons for my doing it, what we're going to do with this cut shot first and foremost, I think we're just going to let it go. The reason for my doing it is that the last 5 or 6 months, my wife and I have been working very hard on setting up a business from home, which is effectively us caring for young people and young adults with learning disabilities. It's something we've been wanting to do for quite a while, and it's not easy to set up. You've got to go through a lot of checks, like from social workers, from police, from charities, from all kinds of organisations and bodies, and then you've got to complete some courses. There's just so much you've got to do. It's been very time consuming, incredibly worthwhile. But while I've been doing that, I've kind of let my coaching enterprise slip down because I didn't want to have too many players in and kind of feel overcommitted and either let people down or let myself down on the work I need to do away from poker. So I kind of took my eye off the ball with poker for a good 4 to 5 months, and it's been very worthwhile. But having said all that, now where I am in a position where that's all up and running now, it's kind of running itself. We've done all the hard work. Now it's just about delivering the care, which is to the best part of the job. And yeah, I'm in a position now where I can. We're gonna. This stack size kind of awkward here with this ace 10. If we bet and we get jammed on, I'm gonna not be too happy. So we're gonna kind of take a street off, and hopefully he now goes for some thin value or a bluff on the river. If not, we can get some value ourselves. Maybe we could have maybe stacked ace 8 there if we bet the turn, but I kind of, when I'm in situations like that, when I'm going to not be happy if I bet and I get jammed on, I usually tend not to bet against those stack sizes. I don't mind if we had a much steeper stack, we could bet fold there quite happily, no problem. But not when they got stacks where they can just put me to a test and make me relatively unhappy. That could be a little bit nitty, but I'm going to get onto that a little bit later during the self-promotion part. So yeah, we're in a position now where the business is going to run itself. I've got a lot more free time, and I want to rebuild the coaching. I do it, of course, I do it for money, but at my prices, I'm doing it for just enjoyment too. I don't really want to. You could argue, why don't you do it for free then? That wouldn't be a good use of my time, but I enjoy doing it, and if I can make a little bit of money doing something I enjoy, I think someone mentioned it on YouTube to me the other day. If you have a job that you enjoy and get pleasure from, you never work another day in your life. Well, I've kind of got that with the caring business, and if I can add the poker coaching as another income stream to my, what am I going to do with this cut shot? I'm going to raise with it. We've got the backdoor flush draw, 2 overs to go with it too. It's kind of going to suck if he 3-bets us, but I think we can maybe call if he makes it small enough. So yeah, I want to monetize the coaching thing and monetize my poker a little bit more. Get back into it in a big way. So yeah, the offer is, I guess I suppose I better get around to it rather than fucking wibbling forever. The offer is £100 buys you 10 hours of my time. You can take that in coaching sessions of 1 or 2 hours. You can just send me videos of your play and ask me to review them for you. You can send me a database and I'll do an hour's worth. I'll do a lot of work at analysing your database, looking for leaks that I can report back to you. There's lots of ways. It doesn't have to be just 10 hours of us chatting between ourselves about poker. Maybe a loose call with the ace queen there. I think it's whether to bluff or not here. We kind of have enough showdown value. I guess it's going to be a bit shy if he shows me a 10, because I think we could maybe get him off a 10, but we weren't going to get him off trips, that's for sure. But if that's how he wants to play his value hands, check, bet, check, then I'm just fine with that. So yeah, there's lots of ways we can use the time. It doesn't have to be just like sweat sessions or hand review sessions. There's plenty of ways. So yeah, what do you get from me? Or I think I'll start with what you don't get first. If you're already a winning player, you're probably not going to get too much from me, because you're going to be ready to want to develop your game further. You're going to be wanting to do an awful lot of work on like 4-bet, 5-bet, 6-bet shoving ranges and all kinds of things like that. A lot of like quite academic math-based work. You ain't going to get that from me. I don't like doing it myself, and I certainly don't like trying to coach it out. That isn't what I'm about. What I'm about is taking recreational players, inexperienced players, brand new players that are playing 2-0, 5-0, 10-0, maybe 25-0, but having not much success with it, and turning them into guys who can then build a platform for them to like kick on with the rest of their poker career. If you, like I say, if you're already a winning player, stop listening now. Well, don't stop listening. Can by all means watch the rest of the video, but the promotion isn't going to be for you, because quite simply, the people I work with are usually losing players who need a little bit of help. And what I hope I help people with and give them is patience, discipline, good strategies for beating these games, and teach them the way I've done it for the last 10 years. I've been like a winning poker player now since probably 2007, 2008. And my style hasn't changed very much over that time. I'm a pretty conservative, disciplined player by and large. I often get a little bit of negative responses when I show my stats on forums and things, because I am pretty tight. But if you're a losing player, that's kind of what you need to learn before you learn the rest of it. So what you'll get from me is to understand why it's a good way to start learning. Understand why you need to kind of learn to play tight ranges well first before you can go on to start doing all like the sexy stuff that the guys on the forums talk about doing. So yeah, what you get from me is a very, very, very solid foundation. Hopefully, if you've got any mental game leaks, we can discuss our way through them. And I just know stuff, without wanting to be too vague. I just know how to get the job done in stakes from 25-L to probably 50-L. Maybe not so much that tough 50-L these days, 50-L games these days, because I don't play them very often. Just because they are difficult, and I don't like putting myself in difficult situations. But yeah, to get you through, I could pretty much guarantee I can get most players through 2-L to 25-L if they are willing to be disciplined, follow the advice that I give, and really buy into, right, let's do this properly. If you just want to come and want to learn how to play like a really loose, aggressive style and play super sexy poker, again, you don't want to be coming to me. And we're just going to pause it for a moment while I find an extra table. Yeah, so where were we? Yeah, what you'll get from me is you will learn, if you have the discipline and the patience and the willpower to improve at poker, you will learn the methods that I've used for 10 years to keep myself alive in the games. And that's for the £10 per hour. That's really good value, and you might not need the whole 10 sessions to get to where I'm at, because it's not a difficult thing to achieve. So if you don't use all the sessions, you might be like, oh well, I've spent £100 of unused 5 sessions. But if those 5 sessions have got you from losing at 2-L to winning at 10-L or to winning at 25-L, that's money well spent. Even if you then just save the last 5 hours for times when you've in a bit of a bad situation, where you've been running badly, or where you've lost a bit of confidence, you've had a downswing, all those types of things. So you might not want to use all the 10 sessions in one go, but they're yours to keep forever. And yeah, like I said, if you go from being a losing player to a winning player quite quickly, you still had value for money. It's not about the whole 10 hours. It's about spending £100 to get you from losing to winning. And it doesn't matter if that takes 3 sessions or 10 sessions. If it works, it's value for money for you, of course, because £100 will pay itself back over and over again. So yeah, that's what we're going to get from it. That's what you guys are going to get from it. And what I'm going to get from it is more sociable stuff from my poker. I'm going to make a little bit of money, not a lot. Let's face it, it's £10 an hour. By the time we've done the work between sessions that we do, I'd estimate my overall hour is going to be possibly closer to £5, because I do a lot of work between sessions with people. I'm always available in Skype. Send me hands. I'll always respond if you've got anything on your mind. You want to just vent, but it's not going to take a session. Again, I'm always there. So you will get way more than 10 hours of my time for it. Some of it's going to be like full time where we're doing the work. Other times it's going to be more like you leave me a message, I respond to it next time I see it. But still, it takes me time to do it. And you're getting more than 10 hours. You're getting 10 hours of actual one-to-one intense coaching, and then however many more hours of just my being around and being like a shoulder for you to lean on. So personally, I think it's a really good deal. If you go to my Facebook group, which is linked underneath the video, you will find a post on there where I've got quite a lot of nice feedback from people from all around the world. They're not just stooges, they're not just my friends. There's people from all around the world that have taken the time to give me some really pleasant, positive feedback, and it's there for all to see. There's some on Poker Market too, if you want to search me there, and there's some on the Microgrinder website. So there is lots of testimonials from lots of different people. Too many for it to ever be just like a bunch of shills and stooges. So you can trust that that I do have you. If you come to me, I do absolutely have your best interests at heart. So yeah, it is, like I said, it's only going to be a short video because it really was mostly about me just promoting myself. But yeah, if you do think you're interested, I accept £100 is a lot of money for some micro-stakes players who are on a budget. But if you can afford it and you want to turn yourself from being a losing player into a winning player, I really would advise you to give it some strong consideration, because it's very unlikely you'll find a better offer anywhere on the internet for personalised coaching from a proven winning player. So I think I'll leave it there. Sorry it hasn't been like a really long video, but hopefully I've got my message across, and hopefully you guys don't mind me putting a video out on my channel that's like just completely self-promotional. So yeah, we'll leave it there. I hope to hear from some of you guys really soon, and goodbye for now.